good. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Do you want to do a countdown or shall I for the timer? Alright. Let me know when you're ready to start the countdown. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Heads up, JC. Your brother Paul is on his way to meet you at the dock. The NSF is raiding the island and shots have been fired. I repeat, find Paul. I will monitor your...
Welcome.
NSF everywhere, JC. Your orders are to shoot on sight. A UNATCO informant on the North Dock can get you inside the statue. Look for a bum. Identify yourself with the phrase, iron and copper.
So I noticed you refunded the pistol skill. Why did you do that?
Covert approach. Remember the Academy stealth course. Stay out of their field of view, walk slowly to stay quiet, and crouch behind cover. Or if you have to get your hands dirty, remember that a headshot is a lethal takedown.
Come on in. The retinal scan blood vessel patterns right through your sunglasses.
Remember that Mr. Manderley wants to see you. Level 2. His secretary, Janice Reed, has your login and password.
I see. Interesting. I wonder why it's coded like that. I see. It's looking like we can't hear you speaking, AidenGillenFan, but they can hear me. Fyclon, can you talk at all?
Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3.
Interesting. I wonder why that's happening.
Weird. Thing right now.
Yeah, and I really appreciate all you've been doing, all the headaches you've had to go through.
It might look like it's not a lot on just the strum, but even behind the scenes, you don't know the half of it.
Yeah, this would not be happening if it weren't for you know, for instance, everybody put in the hours. Chibi can't be awake at all times, and it's got to have good people there. So yeah, you'll notice.
Not only that, but
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I took the extra shifts again this time because I'm aware that Chibi has come down sick. So.
Oh boy.
Can we get a few donations for our good friend Chibi here?
Yeah, the stress of running a marathon really take you down. You'll notice that when we were in the boat, I couldn't skip that. Anytime you're traveling in a vehicle in this game, they wanted to show off their sweet animation skills. It's all just anytime that's happening.
I just noticed that on the layout it says Fisherman FV. Just
It
for
should-
clarification.
Should have just updated, or should be updating soon.
Okay. Because this is AidenGillenFan playing right now. My name is Rio, just so people know who's talking.
Yeah, I'm AidenGillenFan. I mainly just run Deus Ex right now. I used to run Minority Report for the GameCube a lot, but I do that console. I can't do that emulated. It's just a completely different machine, and that's kind of on hold right now. My mom fucked up my GameCube by washing it. So we're
Wow, GG.
stuck on Deus Ex for a while, but it's an easy game to speedrun. I mean, it's all about timing and getting all the tricks, and of course, as you see right here, writing down tons of numbers. I have
Excuse me.
a little notepad right here that has all of the numbers for the keypads. It's in order, so it kind of helps keep the run in order because you can't, lose track of where you are on the numbers on the keypads. And you'll notice I have a lockpick, but I also have a rocket launcher, which is the better lockpick. It can just open pretty much any door till the end. We had to put points in heavy weaponry so we can carry it without moving very slowly. And we'll need that lockpick literally in the last level of the game, and that's it. So just having it now is good to have. Of course, my trusty flamethrower, Flamin' Wafer. It's really good for the speed running. It's used by, I think, most runners, as you see. Just because when you light them on fire, some of the enemies run around like crazy, so they're not shooting you. You can just keep moving. They don't, get out of their aggro radius. They'll stop chasing you. And it's just really, pop boxes open. And again, because this game was made in the early 2000s, it likes to pretend it has a physics system. You kind of just, it's not a real one though. Throwing mines is, again, one of the most crucial parts of the run. The way they bounce, it's a simulated fake bounce, and there's so much crazy shit in that bounce that you can just use it to get through walls, climb walls. Don't have to do that much anymore. This is actually another glitch we'll be doing in a little while when we have the AUGs for it, where we'll just fly around. Oh, this guy might try to fucking... Oh, there we go. That guy shoots you in the head a lot and can kill you and put a, extra minute on the run back at Liberty Island. Come here a lot. They reuse a lot of the early game areas. Familiarity. It helps show the progression of the plot when you keep coming back to your home base and then it's not. And again, every time we come here, they reset the items so we can get more AUGs, more pistols, and it's also really important. We can't ever really skip any visit here because it helps you get the code words to blow up Anna. We're not actually going to blow up Anna with her code words. We're going to toss a rocket. But you need to have her code words, the flag lifted, so you can get Gunther's. And now we're getting some of our AUGs, which will help speed some of this up. And then we need Gunther's codes because you can only fight him or blow him up, and obviously the quicker way is to blow him up. So, Walter Simon's my favorite character in the game. Mr. Manderly.
So I have a
Go right
So I have
ahead.
a question. With the bid war, do we know if we're going to save or kill Paul?
That's a good question. As far as I know, there hasn't been any donations. Somebody could correct me on that, but I'm pretty sure.
I will track that down, but I agree with whoever was just speaking that, yeah, I don't think there has been donations.
So, I mean, if we don't have any, I will save Paul, because that's the quickest. So if anybody wants to see me slow down, or hates Paul, donate, put some money towards Paul's
Don't hate
demise.
Paul. Come on, guy.
And for those who don't know Paul, even though he has a very effeminate voice. He is the same voice actor because they are supposed to be twins, and but he was a much softer guy, gained some weight, didn't follow the military march to the military strife. And anytime we're on a moving object, we can duplicate stuff. And there are just several points in the game where we are on moving objects and we have to wait anyways. So that's where we can duplicate stuff, because otherwise we're just sitting around wasting time. So if we can kill two birds with one stone.
Duplication glitch, just that you drop the item and pick it up while you're on a moving object.
Yep, because again, the spoofed physics system is relocating the object, and so for a second, two of them exist, and it's really easy to do if you're ever just messing around. It's a good way to get lockpicks and stuff. In the speedrun, like I said, gotta get in the telephone booth to get down here. And, sorry, I had to remember where that textured brick was. It's the same texture, it's hard to find. Anytime you're moving on stuff, part of the game, it's the best time to take advantage of it. And right now here we're going to be duping the flamethrower, because anytime you load a save file, whatever your inventory was moves with it if you're quick loading. If you ever just want to play for a non-speed run and Paul asks you want the gut gun, the crossbow, or the prod, ask him for one. Quick save, quick load, ask him for the other. Quick load, ask him for the other. Like, this game is just really fun to kind of break. Long before I even knew what speedrunning was, I used to just bend this game over my knees, goof around, get stuff, without even, needing to use the in-game console. It's just early 2000s game. Some parts held together.
It's a shame that you no longer are able to run Minority Report. That was my favorite run you did.
Yeah, Minority Report's a really fun game because, again, it's early 2000s, a little later after Deus Ex, but they actually do have a physics system, and they want you to know it. And every gun is like a non-violent weapon because of the game's story. So it's like a taser gun, and you watch the ragdolls flip about, an air cannon, you knock people in the air. It's just a really goofy game, and there's, of course, room for tons of hilarity, but as with a lot of GameCube games, just running it emulated is basically a different machine altogether, and I'm trying to get a hand of it, but it's just I'm not anywhere where it was at.
It's a shame your mom washed your GameCube.
It's, shouldn't have left it in the garage, but she just thought it was a container, because, I mean, if you ever see the GameCube, it's got a handle on it, and, yeah. And there's not hard to find a new one.
It kind of looks like, when you think about it, it kind of looks like a small trash can.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not hard to get a new one that's just a little pricey, and I'll get around to it. Tax season just came out, and I got, like, $3,000 back from my taxes, so...
Nice.
So we'll get
By the way,
we'll get there. Go right ahead.
Side note, one I'm noticing, it's there now, it's all of a sudden gone, but I was noticing an echo.
Oh, sorry.
But other than that, I was also going to point out, no, none of the donation incentives for this game have been met.
Yeah, I figured they hadn't. So, as you saw right
it's time to save Paul.
As you saw right there, or real quick, I'll talk about this part first. So this is where we're going to kill Anna. We're just going to duck our head in, shoot a rocket down the hall, duck our head out until we get the flag where Paul says, what's the deal with killing Anna? So,
what is the deal with that?
there we go. That's probably the quickest I've gotten that. It's a pain in the ass. Of course, like a lot of stuff that you have to load. But you'll see right here again, there's a glitch. Now that we can have the bionic legs and we can land and not die, we just quickly hop here and anytime you change the resolution of the game, it stores your momentum, and we just quickly do that a bunch of times, and we can do a moon jump and get over this entire hangar they wanted us to go through. And of course, this crucial part of the run wasn't actually discovered until, I mean, it's not super recent, but it's a more recent discovery, and it actually ties in with some weird leftover stuff when we get to Hong Kong, so I'll bring that up when I get there. Anyone can help me remember? So here we are.
Bring what up in Hong Kong?
The moon jumping to find someone who shouldn't be where they are.
Oh, okay.
It's actually good because Deus Ex is an old game, and on just new machines, it can crash a lot. Just not because the game's, you know, you have a better machine to run it, but sometimes stuff runs too fast, specifically sound. You might notice the audio is really quiet. That's because the sound just overloads sometimes and crashes my game, and that's obviously not really good for a speedrun. Oh my gosh.
What was that?
It's not
Somebody making a mess of your pot and pans?
No, I think Princess Ku has something going on or something. It's all good.
No, I was muted.
Oh, that is probably I don't know. It adds to the immersion of running down hallways, bashing my metal head in the wall. It's again an unskippable helicopter cutscene. It's the dead 9/11 and the missing Twin Towers before 9/11 even happened. All right.
Makes you think.
Well, it was they had a memory limitation in the texture, and it's just easy to crop out. Just ended up being in.
Or Warren Spector was involved in 9/11. Just
No,
putting that out there.
it's just a nice coincidence.
Oh.
But yeah, so Paul has cancer now. He can't move because they shut him down because we killed Anna. So now we're gonna go. He's trying to tell us about the conspiracy. Obviously, JC doesn't believe him, so we're gonna go find proof that that exists, and we're just gonna fly over there and find it. And then when we come back, I guess we'll be saving Paul, unless anybody has any monetary objections for me to murder him. Whee!
So, Aiden, what's your favorite zone in Deus Ex 1?
This is actually somewhat of a... You're going to think I'm trolling, but I really like Liberty Island. It's actually the worst zone in the game. A lot of people get put off by it. It's a really bad way to introduce you in the game. Kills a lot of people's interest in the game, but it's completely open. It's very non-linear. Doesn't really tell you what to do, so it's like a playground, and just... It's a great way to learn the odds of the game, but if you're trying to actually oh, I'm trying this game for the first time, it might kill your interest in the game. But I just love it's just a playground for me. So
Interesting. See, I actually, up until you started streaming this game, well, not streaming it, but I would watch you play it. I never even played the original Deus Ex. I only played Invisible War.
we're gonna save Paul. So,
Hooray!
the way you save Paul is at any time after you trigger that, you die. Because what happens is you try to fight out of the hotel and they eventually kill you. If you leave out the window, that's the only flag that kills Paul. So, by killing myself right in front of Paul, I'm in prison. I open up the inventory real quick. When I get in there, drop everything before the game wipes it out of my hands, and I have all my stuff back. The game also copies your inventory and puts it in the quartermaster's office, so we just duped a bunch of these items at the same time. So we saved Paul, we duped our items, we get to keep our items, and it's pretty good. Kind of easy to mess up, but it's probably the thing I have the timing down the most of just dropping my stuff. This part's supposed to be entirely stealth. Who cares? As anybody knows in the game, stealth is really just an illusion. Doesn't change anything in this. Any flags. Enemies don't even respond to dead bodies. Sorry, guy. You got to kill a lot of UNATCO troopers. So now, instead of just getting out of here, we need to talk to everyone. Because this is where we get Gunther's keypad, or code word. Oh boy. Gunther's code word, and it'll let us blow him up. Get more odds.
What was his code word again?
Laputin Machine. And just knowing the code word doesn't mean anything, because you have to have the flags in the game for JC to say it. I don't know what Anna's is, because I always just throw a rocket at her, and I'm always skipping the dialogue. It's something like, something woman, the Pentinent woman or something. I don't remember. Psionic woman.
Unfortunately, I don't know. Like I said, I've never played Deus Ex before.
And of the 5 bosses in the game, only 2 of them have the easy, just talk your way out of it. I mean, I guess the Asian lady, the racist Asian lady who speaks racistly, she is not even really a boss. You can kill her right when you meet her, and you don't have to fight her later. So it's just Anna, Gunther, Walton Simons, and Bob Page. And then if you don't kill her when you first meet her, Madame Chow will fight you with a lightsaber, and you just pop her in the head, and she dies instantly. And I think this is the last time we will be seeing Liberty Island. And now we're in Hong Kong, which for me was always my favorite part of just like the story and moving on. You come into the streets of Hong Kong, so they got that music blaring. It's just a completely different location from all the docks and factories you were running around in. It just really helps bring the game around to its kind of just globe-trotting experience. If you've never played Deus Ex, you should really play Deus Ex normal. Give it a try. They have Deus Ex the Conspiracy or something. I forget what it's called. Reloaded on Steam. If you own the Game of the Year edition, you can download it for free, and it fixes all the game's graphical hitches, fixes it from crashing, but it also fixes a ton of glitches that we use in runs. So, but it's really worth playing. Human Revolution also good. Really looking forward to Mankind Divided. So now we're just skipping. We're just tons of sequence breaking and doing everything out of order.
Excuse me here.
Go right ahead.
AidenGillenFan's. Alright, it looks like we have a $1 donation from a Lord Mama Luigi. Lord Mama Luigi wrote, "Hi there, AidenGillenFan. I'm a big fan of Deus Ex here, and I'm going to put this $1 donation here towards killing Paul."
Too late, man.
Poor Lord Mama Luigi.
I mean,
you have a good name, though, dude.
The only time we see him after this is in the Area 51, in the elevator. We will get a little talk from him, and unfortunately we can't kill him then. Otherwise I would do it for you, because, I mean, you paid for it. So we're skipping a bunch of stuff, breaking a bunch of sequences, but unfortunately, in order to get out of Hong Kong and beat the game even, to get the final endings, we have to get a bunch of those flags. So we're not really skipping anything, we're just doing everything out of order in the easiest way. And one of them comes from some weird remnant of the game at one point. Be coming up, I won't forget it now because we're closer. So by now we're supposed to have met the different gangs and talked to them and met Madame Chow and got the lightsaber sword. If you never did get the lightsaber, she does drop it at right here. So she's the boss right here. If you never kill her when you first meet her, everybody kills her when they first meet her, because you can find Majestic 12 soldiers in her other room. I mean, they could be her husband or whatever, but they still work for the government, so we're just gonna pop her right in the head, pick up the lightsaber, and get out of here. Need to open up my inventory a little bit so we have room for it. And easiest boss fight in the game. And now we can just hack doors open with the Force.
Corn on the kebab.
And we need this lightsaber for a little bit just to get the flags. Here Tracer Tong is talking to us like we know him. Kill that animal. Sorry, not saving the animals this time.
Oh my god.
And then in a little bit, he's just going to start acting like we've never met. So, yeah, China is, again, one of my favorite parts of the game, and it's a favorite part of a lot of people's games. It's not controversial like the Ellis Island. But it's so open and interconnected that it's really easy to do things out of order.
I never really liked the weird scuba diving portions you could do, though. It's filled with, like, the weird crocodile monsters.
Yeah, and it's not, fun. Sorry, enlisted men. But again, a lot of people think it's a meme to dump points in swimming, like they're tricking you. So much of the just overpowered weapons in the game, you can get them way earlier if you have enough swimming to just go in and get them. You're going up top of Madame Chao's apartment. Yeah, they're just locked away in the bottom of the ocean, and just having swimming lets it get them. It makes the game really easy. So if you're worried this game may be too hard when you're trying to put some points in swimming, it's not going to be fun, but you will get good loot right off the bat. And this is behind Madame Chao's apartment. And there's another lightsaber. We're going to leave it. We don't want to carry two, but now, as far as the game is concerned, we finally got the lightsaber. We did what Tracer Tong wanted us to do. So we can leave here. Now, normally you have to go into a nightclub and talk to this guy, but for pretty much no reason, a copy of him exists on top of a skyscraper. This is really good because the nightclub can cause a lot of crashes through numerous sounds and texture errors on new machines. Just for whatever reason, I can reliably get crashes there. So instead of going there to meet him, we're going to find this extra copy of him hanging out. We're going to get the flags so we can... look at that skybox. So we can actually get the helicopter to come take us out of Hong Kong. So you have to talk to this guy, and skipping a crash is good by me. And even if you meet him in the nightclub, you have to listen to everything he has to say. It's audio.
Yeah, so why do you have to talk to him like that?
The audio, if the files don't play out, they increase the rate of a crash. When you talk to him up here, probably because he's not implemented right, you just can't skip anything he says. So whatever reason, on modern machines, you have to talk to this guy. And he just will not shut up about being Asian and eating rice. So we're good with that. Now we're going to go into his base, find the secret door that we were supposed to find like at the beginning, kill a kid. And then the helicopter will come and get us out of Cheeky Cheek Land. And
I see.
One of my favorite
So
areas...
what's the next zone again? I can't remember.
After we leave here, we're going to basically kind of regroup. We need to find out who the original members of Majestic 12 were. We need to find out what the Majestic 12 was all about. Who were they? Who was Bob Page? So we're going to start finding them. We're going to be going to France, Europe. I think we're going back to New York first for like a second. We're not going to be there for any amount of time at all. We land on a roof and do a little dance and boogie on out.
Excuse me here, AidenGillenFan's.
Go right ahead.
Alright, I understand that your co-commentator here would like to read a few donations, right?
Sure, if you don't mind. I know
Alright,
you were telling me about one that you were having a hard time pronouncing. I speak Spanish, so I figured I would read this one. Interesting, I didn't realize we're so international. So here goes. We have a donation from Mario7. Mario7 wrote, Hola, matron de Pascua Speedster. Chibi Necodemics es una vaca que no se pueden preparar a sí mismo sin la ayuda de su madre. Voto Cruz. Thank you for your donation, Mario 7.
Well, it's Easter Speedsters online. I think they're gonna get anyone. I mean, we're at what? It's 5 in the morning here, my time, and I'm sure much more reasonable hours everywhere else. So yeah, we talked to this hobo. We're gonna talk to another hobo, and then we're gonna get out of New York. Just like that.
Oh,
When
I just noticed another donation that came up. It says, it's a $1 donation from I Love New York. It says, hi there. I don't appreciate your comment about 9/11, and quite frankly, I donate this dollar to Killing Paul. Well, you're a little late to the party, bro.
Man, Paul just can't catch a break.
Sorry to interrupt. Aiden, there's a little bit of an audio issue with your microphone.
My microphone? What's wrong? I can maybe do some things.
Yeah, some weird noise I'm hearing that's coming from it.
Did that fix it?
No, it's kind of like... I don't know what to describe the sound.
Just kind of like a weird, scratchy feedback, I think. I'm kind of hearing it, too.
Yeah.
That doesn't fix it at all?
No.
No, it's more scratchy and buzzy.
How about now?
That's worse.
Oh, seems like it's starting to go away.
Finally, maybe we can actually get through this run without any more difficulties.
That would be good. I know overhearing you guys were having quite some issues getting this set up. Once again, I would like to personally thank you, Princess Ku, and you, Chibi, for letting me co-commentate on this. I know my run got removed from the schedule, so I'm just glad that I could help participate in this marathon itself in some way. And I've been friends with Aiden for a long time, so thanks.
Yeah. That reminds me, by the way, Rio, I actually wanted to ask you something.
What's up?
There's a possibility that you might actually be able to get back in because we do have some spots that opened up because we, for certain reasons, had to remove a couple of streamers from the remainder of the marathon.
A couple of troublemakers.
And then there's a possibility that another one might be dropping out due to family issues. I will be highlighting those in the schedule in red, so if you want to take a look and any of those times work for you, your run might be able to come back in.
Alright, thank you, I appreciate that. For those who don't know, I'm not exactly a popular speedrunner myself, but I run an arcade game called King of the Dragons. And if I can make it work with my schedule, I will definitely do that.
This ship is
Okay,
the...
Aiden, try talking again.
Hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
No. Rest in peace. I think his mic might not be working.
Hello?
I know he's been having issues with his the headset he owns, so maybe that's what's causing the problems.
Probably.
Not only that, but during all the dozens of setup issues we were having with him, he also mentioned that his
Did this fix it at all?
something called his sound card is also having issues. I don't know if that could be a thing.
That could probably be why. Alright,
Damn.
I'm gonna go back to bed, but...
Alright,
you know,
I'm doing my best to keep things together without jumping off of something, let's say.
Thanks for stopping in, Chibi.
Yeah, no problem. It came back. Oh no.
Hello? Hello?
Well, in the meantime, I can't, unfortunately, because I'm watching through the stream. I can't really see what he's doing currently. But as far as I'm aware, wow, I have not. We haven't had time to like meet up and actually go over his run in a while. So, Phyclon, do you?
Excuse me.
Hello?
We have a-
Hi, is that AidenGillenFan?
Yep. It was a problem with the Discord. As far as I'm aware, OBS is still picking up the sound.
Well,
Oh.
at least it's resolved for now.
For
I
now.
mean, Discord's great and all, but I mean, it does have problems sometimes, especially lately.
But I mean, what marathon doesn't have some small hiccups, especially first one.
Please, some people pointed out at this rate, literally this marathon is turning into the adventures of technical assistance. Even though we have no tech support, you will see everything in the tech support handbook from A to Z.
And 1, 2, 3.
So we're in Paris in the catacombs, which if you've ever been there, don't look anything like this. I mean, that's obvious.
Mm-hmm. They don't have poorly textured walls in the Paris catacombs.
Well, they also don't have light.
I guess that's fair. Maybe J.C. Denton's robotic eyes allow him to see in the dark.
No, you could see the lights in the turrets.
Oh yeah, I guess it's true that the catacombs aren't also full of turrets.
But yeah,
What a
this
weird
is
thing.
again the continued globe-trotting escapades of J.C. Denton. We're gonna go to a sweet mansion soon. I just gotta chase a girl around in a nightclub after blowing a
No,
door
if
open.
I had $1 every time that happened to me,
Uh,
I would have no dollars.
It's kind of annoying, but it's just her pathing's really weird, and we kind of got to trick her into not running for a little bit. So here we go. It's my romantic life in a nutshell.
That's not your romantic life in a nutshell. This is, yeah, sorry, I couldn't help myself. That's a really stupid joke. I'll show myself out.
Speaking of which, we have another donation. We got a Tyrone from Oakland who sent in, I believe, about $2. Tyrone wrote, "I'd like to thank you all for raising awareness about autism. I wasn't even aware autism existed. Now I realize I am autistic." Thank you, Tyrone.
Yeah, actually, speaking of that, I have a $1 donation from Jerry from Louisville. He says, "All you runners are so brave. I hope one day we can bring an end to the disease of autism." Thank you, Jerry.
I wasn't actually aware of the Easter Seals organization and its efforts until Chibi's stream, so they've done really good job at raising awareness because I had no idea anybody cared about doing this kind of stuff, and it's good. It's great. I love it. Raising money for charity. What's not to like? And there's Gunther. Just a little too late. Don't worry, buddy. We'll kill you later.
Yeah, you would not kill me.
The first time I played that level and I saw that, I thought I missed him actually in the level, and he was like aggroed to me. So I spent like 3 hours looking everywhere for him, and then finally realized, oh, it's like a little cutscene. So yeah, needless to say, I'm a gigantic idiot. Maybe the Easter seals could help me out there. Some duping. This is Morgan Everett's mansion. At the bottom of the mansion, he has a maze of goodies and broken wood. You can also, I'm not going to bother doing it right now, but you can find a frozen Illuminati man. But it's tedious. I don't have the codes for it right now because it's different keypad codes and it's out of the way. But a lot of people don't know he's in the game. I didn't either until I was reading the Deus Ex Wikia. Full of great information, as all wikias are.
Is there a Deus Ex fan in Wiki? That's what's really important.
No, but fan and wikias are also just really great. You just get to see everybody's ideas from the good to the bad, and I think sharing ideas about video games you like is that looked weird. Really fun. And we kill her right there because she's just gonna be annoying, and we got all the flags we needed from her. She still technically exists. I don't think there's actually a flag for her death. We never talked to her again, so it doesn't matter, but...
Real quick here, Mr. AidenGillenFan, but we got a $5 donation by Zemus123. Zemus123 wrote, "Hey guys, this is Zemus123 here, and I just want to say I've really been enjoying the stream so far. However, as an anti-vaccination supporter, I must ask you to put this $5 to ending your stream. With each Twitch sub, you are effectively killing our children and turning them into tools for the Zog war machine. Thank you and God bless.
What?
Who could write this?"
My favorite
What
thing...
is... Okay, that must be a troll donation.
My favorite thing is people who, people, when you donate, you don't need to say what your name is. We'll see your name when you donate.
You must be using the admin page, huh?
So, here we go. I always like this part of the game. It looks like it's out of a painting. It's just very weird looking. Cathedrals and secret lights. One of the paintings in Minecraft is actually based on a part we walked by a little bit ago. And the reason we hug the doors is because we can move through them quicker. I don't know if I said that already, but here's where we're going to blow up Mr. Robot. Well, gosh, don't blow me up.
You know.
Oh, hey, I don't like being blown up.
I just got to see an interesting donation. I think you'll like this one especially, AidenGillenFan. It's from Diabetes and Slow Beef. They say, "We both pooled in $7.50 each just to have our names read on stream. Also, you're a few weeks late for Easter. Good luck with the stream. Thank you, guys, and thanks for watching. I'm surprised that they're up so early." I guess it must be that, well, I guess he's in New Jersey, so he's probably up already.
Sticks and stones, motherfucker. JC Dent, the voice acting in these games are really bad, but that's what makes them so good. I'm sorry you can't really hear them that well. Just audio overload on my shitty sound card makes the run just dangerous, but JC Denton's voice is probably the worst voice in the game, and he's the main character, so you hear him talk the most, and it's great.
Do you know who his voice actor is, like what his name is?
I used to, I don't right the second. I think the guy who does Adam Jensen's voice, Elias Tufo, does like the same kind of voice, but he's like an actual voice actor. I'm pretty sure the voice actor JC Denton is one of the lead coders or something.
Actually, I looked that up right there. His name is J. Anthony Frank, actually, with an E at the end of Frank, like some sort of subhuman mongrel.
Does he, oh, and here's where I talked about using the bouncing in mines to get through windows, is we're gonna get out this window, fly around, and get inside the secret penthouse without having to do, if it would work, do any of the shit that black guy, Morpheus-looking motherfucker wanted us to. See? And voila. Kill that guy so he can't put a bomb in Jock's plane. Another infamous scene of Deus Ex you've probably seen in many funny internet videos before playing the game. Oh my
Is that
god.
the bomb in the lasagna line?
Yeah, he says, oh my god, JC, there's a bomb in the lasagna. And JC just goes,
Great Scott!
yeah, he just goes, great Scott, a bomb in the lasagna. He goes, a bomb. Just to show how great of a voice actor this mongrel is.
I don't know. I don't think that JC Dunn's voice actor is that bad, guys. Come on, let's
it's
be
not,
a little.
It's not terrible, but it's Deus Ex's voice acting is something you have to really.
If you've ever talked to anybody in Hong Kong that's Australian, you know what a bad voice actor is.
Yeah, because this game wanted to record in non-union, they have a whole bunch of Australian, I don't even want to say voice actors, a bunch of Australian people from the street voicing various NPCs and bartenders. And who boy, yeah, that makes JC Denton look like an Oscar award worthy voice actor.
G'day, mate. We're going to talk about government conspiracies and kangaroos.
This is
It kind
Freedom.
of reminds me of how in Shenmue, how all the casting director chose people that looked like the characters.
Oh,
So, like, Shenmue's best friend who works at the like, forklift emporium is just, like, some, like, Hispanic guy who sounds like he is always high on Valium when he's talking. It's great.
yeah, I definitely this game's voice acting was really just who they could get. They have a few like actual people, and then it was developers and people on the street. To quote the David Bowie song, "Rest in Peace."
Yeah, rest in peace, David Bowie. Rest in peace, Robin Williams, while I'm at it.
A lot of people died last year. It's a lot of people died last year, but not to autism, thankfully.
Yeah.
Easter seals doing work.
Still, it sucked that a lot of famous people were the ones that passed.
Oh yeah, it was just you become more aware of how many people die every day when famous people that people actually care about are the ones dying. When we are in the kind of last stretch of the game, it's just visiting a lot of various different facilities and bases, and each one is quicker to skip than the next. We'll be getting to Area 52.
Oh, real quick here. Looks like we have a nice. Oh wow. We got an $8 donation from a Carl Vanderhouten out there in Old Summer, Utah. Carl wrote to us, "Hi guys, love the stream so far. I'm glad that we're finally getting rid of cancer with these donations. It's awesome to make my donation for my favorite speedrunning community, AGDQ, Save the Animals, and Go Cosmo." I would just like to.
It's a very.
I would just like to. This is the Easter Speedsters Marathon, Mr. Carl Vanderhouten.
I'm pretty sure he knows
who
that.
gave you the memo, but
Yeah, I hope he was just joking.
That was. We are, as you saw, I just walked through a wall there. It's just the quickest way to get down the hill. Again, these unskippable vehicle cutscenes. If there was a way, if somebody found a way to make these skippable, there'd be a ton of new world records because they are a large chunk of the time. All right, this is the easiest one. We're just gonna jump, shoot a rocket, jump, and a helicopter's gonna appear out of thin air and take us on our way. Like I said, it's just really quick, right? There we go. And another, yeah, like imagine how quick this would be if we didn't have to watch Jock, the ace pilot, Jock Strap fly.
Wait, is his name actually Jock Strap?
No,
That's pretty funny.
It's Jock, but if he gets blown up by the bomb, you just have some normal guy in a helmet who says, "JC, it's time to go."
Rest
By
in
the
peace,
way,
Jock.
Just pointing out that you offended somebody in the chat who apparently was Australian.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
No, I
If it's
wasn't.
any consolation.
We weren't saying Australians are bad. It's just they didn't get voice actors. They just grabbed people off the street, and they were in Australia. So you'll be in China and France, and every NPC you talk to is Australian. Because
real quick here.
this is who they had.
Looks like we have another $12 donation from a Christine in Virginia. Christine wrote to us, "I'd like to thank all you all for your bravery. However, I feel as if there are too many men streamers. God bless." Thank you, Christine.
Well, that's we got some slots open.
Yeah. Maybe Christine should volunteer.
Be the change you want to see, by the way.
Yeah, that's
Christine.
not just for speedrunning, for life in general. So this part is we're hijacking a submarine so we can go to an underwater base, and then there we're going to kill Walton Simons. We're going to take the submarine back and go to a hangar, a gas station, and then we will be at Area 52, and then it's gravy from there. Area 51 is again, another one of the worst parts of the game. They just kind of gave up at the end. When I used to play normally, I would just get so frustrated. But I heard that's how it is in Human Revolution too. Is just the ending, it just kind of unravels.
Hey, I hate to interrupt, but I actually just wanted to read another donation because this is actually from a friend of mine.
Okay.
He is just writing, "Hi Rio, I just wanted to give this money in thanks to the runners for helping make people aware of autism. My brother Shen has suffered from autism, but thanks to people being more aware of it, he got the correct diagnosis. So thank you, and save the Paul Denton."
Well, we did.
Thanks.
We saved Paul Denton, but for those people who did give $1 to killing Paul, we've killed every animal I've run into. So Paul is no animal, but he is in the sack. And we're gonna kill. We're gonna kill Walton Simons if he spawns. If not, we're just gonna get the hell out of here. Because sometimes, I don't know why, he just doesn't show up. And just gonna hit him, give him a few chops with the laser sword, go to town.
Real quick here, looks like we get a $1 donation from I'm not so sure how to say this, is a Shiping. And it looks like it's just a link to a website called F-List. I don't think I want to read that out loud.
Yeah, I don't. That's just that. I think that's just another troll donation. I'm sure they're gonna cancel it or something.
Well, I saw last night. Last night they had a $100 donation and it got canceled. They thought he was a troll, but his PayPal wasn't letting him. So they're not always necessarily trolls. They just sometimes.
Well, that's good. I know sometimes PayPal can be a little annoying to work with.
I'm going to assume though that since the donation thing isn't actually updating like it should be, though, that most of these are getting canceled
Right away. That kind of sucks.
Also, though, too, we've already had one big troll donation ourselves. In fact, a big shout out, although they're probably long gone having a big old laugh over it. We had a troll donation of $100,000.
What was the donation like? Text? What did it say?
I'd have to go and pull that up for you.
I see. That's just immature. I mean, you guys are just wanting to help people out. What kind of jerk would just go to the effort of, raining on everybody's parade here?
Well, it's
exactly that. Someone who's a jerk.
It's so easy because they just make the payment and cancel it. So we just glitched through a window in the submarine and it's almost done. Obviously, as everybody said, if you love a game, don't speedrun it because you'll grow to hate the game. And it's true for this. I've grown to really hate this game the more I've tried to whittle down my time. But I love the lore behind it, and I don't speedrun Human Revolution or Invisible War, so I'm able to enjoy both those games a lot.
If you could beat up
by
any
the way,
Deus Ex character.
Speaking
Sorry,
of troll donations, not to steal your thunder, but the same person just donated, I'll donate another $3 on top of this dollar if you read my F link.
Oh, I mean, I will.
I mean, it's all for charity, man. So go right ahead.
I mean, we're supposed to be keeping it PG though, so.
Well, it has a when you go to the website, it says warning so that they can back out.
Nah.
Just put it in the Discord for anybody who wants to see it.
GG.
GG. All right, so now we're done with the submarine base, which I think is really frustrating unless you have swimming. So that's another reason why you want swimming. This one's easy. If I can get it to work, we just shoot a rocket launcher. We clip into a bunker, shoot a rocket down it, and hit a guy, and then we can leave. So let's save right here and see if I can do it.
Oh, by the way, that troll donation for the $100,000 you were asking what the comment was. I don't know how I forgot that one. They simply typed out the word hentai.
Well, there you go.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, somebody. Okay, we do have the F list in our chat. It's from somebody called Lily Human Lover, who appears to be based off the World of Warcraft character. Fascinating.
And look, there goes a rocket. I barely got to see it. And here we are at the last part of the game. I actually live not too far from here, in Rachel, Nevada. I've never been here.
You live in the world
No.
of Deus Ex?
I've never, I've never been.
You can restore your health by eating candy bars?
No, and I've never been to Area 51, obviously, but I imagine it's a lot like this. So Deus Ex is set in the future, and it's set in the far distant future of 2018.
So I guess technically you could be living in the world of Deus Ex, you just haven't realized it yet. We have 2 years before we have augmented people in a moon colony and an Australian Civil War.
Okay, we're getting to the part where I need my lockpick. My handy dandy lockpick that I kept from the beginning of the game. The one door I can't just blow up or chop in half with a lightsaber.
Going to town with that little laser sword of yours.
Yeah, and Bob Page is such a good character who I was really upset he had very little. You saw that said 9 picks, and upgrade my lockpicking so it's faster. But if you press escape at any time when you're lockpicking or hacking a door with a multi-tool, it'll keep going down the bar, and you can only use, instead of using 9 picks, it'll go through the bar with the 1 pick, because by the time you unpause, it's still been going. So that's a tip if you want to play normally and not do a speed run, is just sometimes those lockpicks and multi-tools are really annoying to find.
Oh, real quick here. We have a $20 donation from an A. Lanza in Connecticut. Lanza wrote to us, "Hi, Chibi. Great to make this donation from beyond the grave. I was going to use that 20 for more ammunition to kill small children with, but I thought carrying autism was a better choice."
Come on. Something about this run apparently is cursed.
I would like to note that the Harriet Tubman $20 bill is in effect, by the way, so we are getting rid of the Andrew Jackson patriarchal note here in America here. I would just like to say.
Is that
Thank you
true?
for making that note there, Mr.
Yeah,
Lanza.
we're totally-
Yeah, that's actually true. That's confirmed now.
Holy shit. Because I knew Andrew Jackson was an insane man who killed people with a sword, so...
In fact, I also heard they might even also be pushing up the official circulation date for it.
Are,
they get rid of Grant on the $50 bill.
All right, and I'm assuming we have no donations for endings, so we're just gonna do the easiest one.
What's the easiest one again? I can't even remember.
JC Denton merges with the Holocaust AI, and you become like the new god.
Oh, so
That'd be in the...
is that the good ending? I can't even remember anymore.
There's 3 endings. One, they want Tracer Tong wants everything to be knocked out, like all power and communications, take us back to the Stone Age. You and the AIs can kind of merge together and become the new god, and the other ending is to let the Illuminati control the new Helios AI and do what they think is right for the world. No matter what you do, you are cucking Bob Page out of his birthright. And then And here we
And I
go.
remember in here we go. Invisible War, all 3 endings are canon, which is kind of cool.
JC merges with Helios, the Illuminati takes over, and communications go out. And I guess that's a good way, if you have a game with multiple endings, to go make a sequel, as just say they all happened. Obviously, some are easier than others. There's some aliens.
So on the stream right now, I see Bob Page is communicating you through codecs, but his face is like really weird looking. Is that like an intentional thing?
Yeah, he's in a bathtub, plugged into some toasters, so he could become the Helios god. Because he's not, when you meet him, he's like barely augmented. He's got like a little thing in his forehead, and this is like him taking his Adonis like god form.
Oh, kind of like the ending of BioShock.
I've never played BioShock.
Really? Have you? Oh yeah, that's right. You only play BioShock Infinite. Which, to be fair, if you're gonna play any BioShock game, that's the best one to play is BioShock Infinite anyway.
There's we just passed a tube that has Alex Denton in it. It'll say A Denton if you read the console. That is the main character of the second game. So he was being cloned at this time.
What's that, Fight Clone?
Looks like we have an anonymous donation of about $4.21 here. The anonymous donor wrote, "Wow, System Shock is one of my favorite games. I'm super happy to see a live speedrun of it. Thanks, guys. God bless."
I'm really excited for System Shock 3. It's gonna be great. They got everybody back. They got Shodan back.
I think I'll agree with you on that one there, Mr. AidenGillenFan.
We got a new System Shock and a new Deus Ex coming, and the studio that made BioShock Infinite closed down. So life's pretty good in the gaming world.
Not to mention we have Doom 4 coming up. That looks awesome.
Sorry, this part of the run always makes me laugh because we're just Bob Page is always just crying and screaming about wacky stuff. What a character! I was so sad that he only appeared like for a scene, and he's in the very beginning of Human Revolution. Then he doesn't show up or do anything, and I was just really blue-balled by them not having Bob Page do anything. But this is even if you do the speed run or normal wise, Area 51 is just a lot of running around, back and forth, flipping levers.
I forget, what are those little alien dudes? Are those like actual aliens, or are they just like monsters?
They are radiated orangutans that have been shaven, and they are used by the Majestic 12 to make people believe aliens are real. And in Invisible War, a bunch of them, and there we go.
Congratulations.
Then that's time.
Well, thank you. That was, as always, an amazing run. Is that close to your best time at all?
I don't have a timer, so somebody would have to tell me, but I'm sure it wasn't.
What's your best time?
It was 1:02:16:46.
Normally I average around 56 minutes. But I'm also not talking while I do it, so I mean, but it's for charity. It's for fun. I'm not trying to get the world record. Here we go. He's about to step in the tube. He's gonna do the fusion dance with 2 AIs, and you can hear Bob Page crying.
Stole my... I don't know.
Get cucked, idiot. And there we go. Yeah, and this game does have 3 endings, so it has some small replayability. You can pretty much do all of them right at the beginning.
And please check it out. It's awesome.
All right, and that's the end of Deus Ex. Keep on speeding.